Hey guys, it's Missy Gordon, the Meta Mystic here. I'm going to do a quick energy reading for you and see what the universe has for you in terms of answers today. I will look into my crystal ball and see what is happening. Okay. All right, Caterpillar, things will not always be this way. Change is coming. We got this card yesterday too, and look at how many cards are in this deck. And I shuffle everything like a lot before I start my videos. So out of this entire deck, this card came out again today. So maybe you want to watch the energy reading that I did yesterday. This could also apply to you. We have news here. Bird flying. News is on the way. So what is this news? Needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. And honestly, that reminds me of the same vibe that I just did with my big theme reading for today with the Ace of Pentacles. There's something to do with this wish being granted here. And this could have to do with your finances because at the bottom of the deck, we have this purse card. The purse card says pay attention to your finances. So if there's been kind of a lull in finances, or there's been kind of like maybe you're transferring from one job to another, everybody's kind of struggling with money right now. So maybe you've been struggling with money. What I'm seeing here is things will not always be this way with the Caterpillar. News is on the way, and then a sincere wish will be granted. So if you've been wishing, if you've been hoping, if you've been praying, especially if it's something about your finances, with this Ace of Pentacles that I just did before and this card, and now this wish will be granted, things will not always be this way. I am seeing, can we get one more on this, Spirit? I am seeing finances opening up for you. All right, that's a lot, but let's see what it says. Okay. Of course. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem, disappointment in a friend or lover. Okay, broken bridge and flute. So there could have been some sort of breakup here. Maybe that's why your finances are going through a rough patch. But we also have happiness at the bottom of the deck. Okay, with new home and new attitude. So in conclusion, whether you went through some sort of like breakup or rough patch with somebody in your life, or whether this is just a disappointment that you've been facing in general, like you feel like this, once again, this doesn't, even though it says disappointment in a friend or lover, it could literally just be like just disappointment in general, disappointment with how things have been, disappointment with people are not showing up for you in your time of need, or, because you have this broken bridge card, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Things will not always be this way is your encouragement. And then we finally have new home and new attitude. So I don't know, this new opportunity when it comes to money, you might be able to buy a new home here. Or I'm seeing somebody doing renovations on their home. I'm seeing somebody I'm seeing a guy walk through somebody's house holding a clipboard. And he's like looking around the kitchen and he's making notes. So you could be doing some renovations here in the house that you already have. You could be getting a new house here. So there is a boon in your finances coming. It's not always going to be this way. So be encouraged, because this is something that you've been praying for, you've been hoping for, you've been wishing for. This could be a new business that you're working on. This could be a new job. This could be moving to a new city. Because I'm looking at this bridge and I'm seeing it like come together. And you're able to like drive over it. Where before it was broken, now it's going to be like mended. And it could have something to do with the inner work that you're doing that we talked about with the animal spirit message that I did today. We talked about breaking like ancestral karma, doing your shadow work. We talked about this on multiple different readings that I did today, so go check those out as well, because you might think like, oh, what is shadow work gonna do for my finances? Everything's connected. So if we're doing things like shadow work, if you want to look at it in a psychological way, like inner child work, if you're unclear on, well, what do I do? How do I fix these deep, like, unknown things from ancestral karma? You don't have to make it all deep. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same thing. People are just using different words for the same thing. So if you want to look at it from a psychological perspective and you don't want to get all, like, spiritual about it, it's literally just healing yourself. It's just working through your insecurities, working through the things that have been hard for you since you were a child. And in doing that, it will begin to have this like domino effect in all these different areas of your life, including finances. And I just saw 555 on the clock, which is indicative of change. So much love to you guys. Missy Gordon here, the Meta Mystic. And until next time, take care.